Okay, so today is our day off and Greg is out cleaning out his truck because there's a good chance we're going to sell it today. We're thinking about taking it over to CarMax and getting a quote, and if we can get as much as our limit is, then we're going to sell it and pay off the van so we don't have... Anyways, we're thinking about getting rid of the truck. So as he's doing it, he's going through cleaning it out. And funny story, this truck is the truck he bought well before we got married. This was his truck that he got when he came over from his mission and that. And he's had it, I think it's a 2002, so he's had it, I mean, it's an older truck. Yeah, it's like 10 years old. Beautiful truck though. We'll go out and show you in a minute. Well, you've seen us washing it. Another video on here, but beautiful truck. I love the thing, but we don't drive it very much, and it's just going to sit there and deteriorate if we let it sit in the driveway because we have too many cars. So we're thinking about selling it. And as he's doing it, he's cleaning it out. Now keep in mind, we got married almost 7 years ago in 2005. And when we got married, I mean, he just took the truck with him. It didn't like it got cleaned out or anything. So there's a lot of stuff that's been in there for a long time. And this cracked me up. He has the kids bringing in little things as he's vacuuming out and cleaning it out and finding stuff. And there's two things he found that I couldn't help but laugh, and I had to share it. One of them is, and this is what cracked me up, was that, well, I'll show you and then I'll explain why it's funny. But, so this is what he found. How many of you guys remember these? The Fun Savers. Woo! And cool, but the date on it, it says developed by July of 2003. I don't think that film's good anymore. But what's funny is my daughter brought it in and handed it to me, and she said, "What is this?" And I said, "Oh, it's a camera." And she was like, "Well, why is it wrapped up?" And I said, "Oh, well, it's a disposable one where you take pictures with it, and then you go turn it in and they give you the pictures." And she looked at me and she stopped, and I could see the wheels turn, and she goes, "What do you mean develop it?" And I realized that I am, not that I'm so old, but it's been so long, I gotta move my hand, that I now have to explain to my daughter, that's how old we are, that we have to explain to our kids what film is in a camera, because we have digital cameras. We don't have any cameras with film. Even my daughter has a little, for her birthday, we bought her like a $20 Walmart digital camera that takes real cruddy pictures, but she enjoys it. I had to explain to my daughter about film in a camera. Yeah, I felt a little old. And then my husband found this little beauty, which he was going to throw away. I caught him as he was doing it. I was like, "Oh, no, no, no. We're not throwing that away." Well, I'll show you and then I'll explain why. He found, how many of you know what this is? That's right. Polaroid. A Polaroid camera. A newer one, but... Now, the reason I couldn't let him throw it away was when I was younger, when my grandma was alive, back, I don't know, 15, 16, whatever years ago, when we used to go over to her place, she always had a really, really old Polaroid camera. And we always used to be allowed to take pictures with it. We'd go around and take pictures with it, and it would come out. We thought it was the coolest thing ever. And I haven't seen one since then. And so now we have a Polaroid camera. So we're going to go see how much the film costs. Hi, Carol. And possibly go have some fun with it. But those were the two things we found in his truck that I just died over. And then, see, here's Carol. Carol, can you tell them what this is? Or do you understand what it is?
I understand it.
Okay, what is it?
That's a camera, just like mine.
But what's the difference?
I don't know.
Does yours have film in it? Do we have to take yours to the store to get the pictures? No. Can we plug it in the computer and get them?
Yeah.
This one has film in it. We actually have to go to a store, give it to them, and they develop it for us.
Wow, that's bad.
Yeah, that's what I grew up doing with cameras. I didn't have a digital camera until I got married. And even then, I didn't have it. We'd been married for like a year and a half. And I finally bought one. He had one already. But I finally bought one for a trip we took. Oh, and look what else we found in the truck. Carol has been missing her camera for, what, months?
Yeah.
A long time. We haven't been able to find it. And she found it in the truck. Daddy found it. So now she's got her little digital camera. Should we show it to him?
Yeah.
Let's show it to him. It's a little Walmart one, but it's got a little screen and it takes little pictures, and she has fun with it.
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't record sound, which ticks me off, but it can record video. I don't understand it. So, anyway, so that's what we're doing, is we're cleaning out Greg's truck. He's going to take it down to CarMax and get a quote. We're pretty sure we know what they're going to give us, but we want to make sure. And then we may be saying goodbye to the truck today. Makes me sad. Does it make you sad? Makes me sad too. But you got to move on, and we're paying for insurance and registration on it, and we rarely ever drive it. So we're going to say goodbye to Tex today, possibly. So we'll see. But yeah, I had to share with you our little fun finds. So I'm going to go back to folding laundry. No. And we will see you guys later. Can you say bye?
Bye.
Bye. It is, I think it's like 5 till. Are you guys going to help Daddy wash his truck?
That was broke.
I don't see any washing going on.
That was broke.
Where's all the washing, Carol? Let's go.
Lazy.
Yeah, she is.
Couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's hard to find it, especially in a big field.
Yeah, this tiny little car, there's nowhere to wash. Oh, Freddie's got the spot cleaning down again. Go, scrub. This may be the last time you scrub him. Scrub him good. Well then scrub faster, bud. Not there, go on the other side.
Other side, Freddie.
He just soaped you up.
Good job, Fred.
Yeah, it's all reflection in the cup. It looks like a rainbow.
Get one last look at pretty old Tex here. That's him. Alright, here it goes. There he is. I'm going to say goodbye to Tex today. It's sad. There he goes. Time for him to move on to a new family. Bye. There he goes. Aww. Sorry I haven't taken a shower yet, but Greg decided to head out this morning and take the truck back to CarMax and sell it to him. So it's kind of sad. I'm actually teary-eyed. That was Greg's truck before we got married. It was his very first car, and he had it when we got married, and so we've had it for almost 7 years, and we have a lot of memories in the truck. You know, we've had it, all the kids have ridden it, the kids know it, and it's hard. It's like a member of the family. So we decided that it was time for it to move on to another family. It just kind of sits in our driveway because it's, and the gas is expensive, and we already have the other 2 cars. So it was the least practical out of the 3. So we finally decided it was time to let go, and it's kind of nice because we're going to sell it, and we made enough off of it we can pay off our lovely van right here, and now we don't have any more debt. So that's a positive, is we're officially out of debt, which is nice because the only debt we've had is our car and our mortgage, and now the only thing we have is our mortgage. So that's good. That means we're on the road to self-sufficiency, and we like to keep it that way. But it's sad. If any of you have ever had to get rid of a car that you've had for a long time, and the truck's 10 years old. Greg's had it for 10 years. So it's been a part of his, you know, his life as much as mine, our kids, and it's sad to see it go. Just because I remember that's the truck he had when we were dating, you know, that we went on dates, and that's the truck we'd ride in. And so that was Greg. That's how I knew him, was he was the guy with the big blue truck. I just remember that was the biggest thing out of everyone we knew, with the exception of one friend who had a giant Excursion. It was the biggest car I'd ever seen. And so it was, and I remember the first time that he, I want to say let me drive it, but he made me drive it when we were dating. And I remember that. I remember when we were married and I was pregnant with our daughter, and I had a long drive I used to have to take to work. And my company had transferred, and I had like a 50-mile drive, and I got so big when I was pregnant that I couldn't drive our little Honda Accord. So I had to drive the truck to work, and I remember I had to get used to driving that thing really quick because it's a beast. It's big. And I fell in love with it, and so it's sad. So you can share the moment with us. Goodbye to Tex, and hopefully he'll get another owner who takes care of him and loves him, because that thing's in gorgeous shape. That's probably why we're getting so much money for it. But best of luck to him and his new family, and Greg has been reassured that when we get settled and we move and he gets promoted, then that he is more than welcome to get another truck, and he knows that. Because we figure by the time we can afford to pay for gas in a truck for him to drive every day, that truck will pretty much be run down. You know, it'll be probably 15 years old. So this way, when we're ready and we can afford it, you know, he can buy a nice new truck and enjoy it. And so that's kind of wife I am. He can buy his truck. It's fine. So that's it. We said goodbye to Tex today, and now we're a 2-car family. Back to being a 2-car family. So that was our Saturday. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Mama.